So the Suicide Squad. I wish I did see this in theaters. Actually,
It was fun and loud.
Yeah, you saw it in theaters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw it at home.
Because people are like, don't, like, you have to. And I'm like,
You're like, all right.
but it's there at home.
I know.
Like, it's there at home for free.
So I do wish that I saw it, and I had a blast with
It's
the
so
Suicide
fun.
Squad. And it's not
so murdery.
But here's the thing, and we're gonna get into this conversation. So I hope this actually leads us into a different conversation, a conversation about DC in general, because the Suicide Squad is not for everybody. If somebody came and asked, if someone said, "Hey, did you like the Suicide Squad?" I'd be like, "Oh, I loved it. I had a great time. Awesome." And they'd be like, "Oh, cool. I'm gonna go watch it." I'd be like, "Whoa. That's not what I meant."
Yes.
I didn't.
That's not what you asked me.
I am not recommending it.
You didn't ask me if I should go watch this movie.
Yeah, you said, "Did I like it?" Yes, I enjoyed this movie. I don't know what kind of movies you like. You need to tell me a little bit more about your background. This movie is not for everybody.
No.
And I completely understand someone watching this movie and hating it. And it's funny that I
think the majority of people
would be
non-movie people
would hate this movie.
Yes.
I completely agree.
Yes.
Completely agree. You have to have a certain taste in movies and a certain tolerance. You can't just jump into an R-rated gory movie. And
everyone's like, it's a superhero movie. It sure is not.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is not that at all.
It's actually,
but it's a DC movie.
It's an anti-hero movie.
Yeah, no, it's not about superheroes even a little bit.
And it's but again, I appreciate that. I appreciate that they got a bunch of, because the Suicide Squad is a bunch of villains, right?
Yeah.
That come together, and they're forced to go on a mission for the greater of mankind.
Out of the fear of being murdered.
Villains don't follow rules.
No.
At all. They do everything the worst way possible. And I appreciate that this movie shows that.
Yes.
That they're like, no, if you put a bunch of bad people together and give them a mission to do, they're going to do it the messiest way possible, because that's what they do. And I appreciated that. From a superhero storytelling perspective, I appreciated that they were true to, hey, you know what? If you get a bunch of crazy people together, they're going to do crazy shit.
They're going to act crazy.
Yeah. So I'm not recommending this movie to everybody.
There's very few people I could recommend this movie to.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't think that, like, most people I know, I would not.
And I, again, got out, did my research after, and there was a lot of things that people were very upset about. And I was like, I get that.
Yeah.
I understand why you're upset about it.
And it's funny that in our brain, we could be like, I totally see it. I understand what you're saying. I still enjoyed it. But I understand.
The thing that people were so mad about, it was one of my favorite things about the movie. So I'm like, what does that say about me? Like, people are like, that was so awful that they did this, and people are enjoying it. I'm like, I enjoyed the hell out of that scene. But I understand why those people were upset.
Yeah.
To an extent. And there were some things I don't understand what you're upset about. It's a movie. It's an entertainment thing. It's like, who gives a shit?
Relax.
If it's not what you believe in or what you care about.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
When it tackles certain issues, that's understandable. When it's just silly, dumb, fart, joke, fun. Sorry, it's just silly, dumb, fart, joke, fun. And that's not a big thing to be.
It's like Family Guy. Like, how, you can't.
Oh, and see, and I love Family. It's my favorite show.
But you wouldn't recommend Family Guy.
There's not a single person on this planet I would say go out and watch that show. You'll enjoy it.
When people ask you, "Oh, what's your favorite show in the whole world?" You don't go Family Guy, and you need to watch it.
No.
Even though you're like, well, it's probably Family Guy, but I can't say that to them.
I know, so I got to think of something.
So I got to think of like what's relatable to them.
Oh, Breaking Bad.
And yeah, exactly. Yeah, something more prestigious. Yeah.
Which is also a show about somebody dealing and selling, making drugs.
Yeah, but
and
it's
nobody's
done
like
different. But it's done in good taste.
Yeah, but the people aren't all up in arms about that. We all loved it.
But I mean, how many times has a Family Guy episode made you go, "Damn"?
Every single one I watch.
Yeah, and you're like, I understand that some people would be upset about this. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I could see, and therefore I'm not going to recommend this to everybody I know. So, and that's what it reminds me of. It's like, it's a movie that, yes, pushed the limits, maybe in some places went too far on purpose.
Yeah, they did.
To try to get a rise out of people.
And
I was one of those people and loved it, but I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm very, very understanding of the critiques and the parts of the movie that had people upset.
Yeah, but it's a movie.
It's just a movie.
It's a fun time.
And guess what? Nobody really died making this movie. Everybody on set and the writers, the producers, everybody, they're all still alive. All the extras and the actors, guess what? Nobody really got devoured by rats.
Just so you know.
It was a fake prosthetic person that was wrapped in green stuff, and it wasn't a real person that got eaten.
Just so you know. Movie magic.
Yeah, that happens.